Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the final episode of Monday Night Raw before this Saturday's latest PLE St. Valentine's Day Massacre. And making her way to the ring, the Women's Intercontinental Champion, a woman who made quite a statement last week. It was Selina Drake versus Chelsea Green. If Selina Drake were to win her match against Chelsea, she would receive her rematch for the Intercontinental Championship this Saturday at St. Valentine's Day Massacre, but Cora Jade had other plans as she attacked the challenger in the middle of the match, causing a non-finish or disqualification. We still don't know, but as of right now, there is no Intercontinental Championship match this Saturday at St. Valentine's Day Massacre. And I feel as if that is exactly the way the champion, the Intercontinental Champion, Cora Jade, would like it to be, as she holds on to that championship that she won in Chicago at the Royal Rumble. And now we are just seconds away from hearing from said champion here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And the Raw General Manager, Molly Holly, making an appearance here. I mean, she has been all over the place for the past couple of weeks, obviously dealing with Mercedes, with Oba, with Sophia Everett. And now she has to deal with this Intercontinental Championship situation as it pertains to Cora Jade, Selina Drake, and the championship itself in a matchup this Saturday. And I can be for certain that the General Manager's presence out here tonight does not spell good news for the champion. Big announcement from our general manager. This Saturday in a steel cage match, Cora Jade puts it on the line against Selina Drake, who hits a whirlwind kiss on the champion, sending a loud and clear message that this Saturday in a steel cage, it'll be just these two with that championship, the Intercontinental Championship, on the line. What a matchup it should be. And not only that, it'll be 1-on-1. Cora Jade, Selina Drake for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. maybe those words of encouragement will help get Dominion on the right track. But now we have one-on-one action. Blair Davenport versus Lash Legend.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from New Zealand, Blair Davenport.
Blair Davenport obviously dealing with the estate. Bianca Belair's newest faction here on Monday Night Raw. Lash Legend and Cora Jade making up the rest of the newly found group, in which has already made an impact here, helping Bianca inevitably win her match, her 3 Stages of Hell match against the beautiful Madness Julia, who we have not seen since. And Blair Davenport at the end of last week's episode of Monday Night Raw was taken out by Lash Legend as she tried to get her hands on Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair saying she is untouchable. And so far, so good. She has not been touched by absolutely anyone. I mean, you saw on Friday Night SmackDown sending a message to champion Lyra Valkyria, in which Bianca could challenge her at WrestleMania. She could challenge Sophia Everett at WrestleMania for the Women's World Championship. Still unknown what champion she will choose. But first, she will face Blair Davenport this Saturday. St. Valentine's Day Massacre, a grudge match. Long awaiting. Bianca Belair trusting in Lash Legend to go it alone here. No Cora Jade, under the weather supposedly. Lash Legend will be facing Blair Davenport on her lonesome. Let's see if the bougie bully can get it done.
And her opponent from Atlanta, Georgia,
Lash Legend, obviously a ferocious opponent, obviously. The strength of Lash Legend is not to be underestimated. Obviously, success in NXT as a tag team wrestler. Yet to break out on her own. But I mean, a big victory here might make her think otherwise. Maybe some solo success. You know, one man's, that's the wrong saying. Not one man's trash, another man's treasure, but, you know, when the opportunity knocks, you gotta answer the door. And if Cora Jade's under the weather, you get a one-on-one opportunity against someone like Blair Davenport, who, former Intercontinental Champion, could really make a name for yourself here on the Monday Night Raw roster. And impress her new leader of the estate, Bianca Belair. Blair Davenport, Lash Legend, one-on-one here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Can Blair Davenport gain some momentum going into her matchup against Bianca Belair at St. Valentine's Day Massacre, as Lash Legend hits a big body splash, opening up with some high-powered offense here on the top guy, Jean. Former Women's Intercontinental Champion Blair Davenport, and Lash Legend not letting up, not letting Blair Davenport breathe one bit with big elbow strikes to the back. I mean, I don't think the goal here for Lash Legend is to win. Obviously, she would like to, but the goal here is to weaken Blair Davenport as much as possible before Saturday night. And so far, so good, as she has been all over the top guy, Jean, early on here in this matchup, as she picks up Blair Davenport and locks in a torture rack. But Blair Davenport able to fight out of it with some ferocious elbows to the cranium of the bougie bully. Big kick in the gut there from Blair Davenport, and a big drop kick to the mush of Lash, as Blair calls for Lash Legend to get up to her feet, looking to deal out some more punishment, looking to deal out some more offense on the woman who took her out last week. Lash Legend getting her off the ropes. Big enziguri to Lash, dropping the big woman down. Obviously, Lash with a big power advantage over Blair, but Blair Davenport using her speed to her advantage on Legend. And calling for Lash Legend to get up into position. And a big drop kick to the back of the head. God damn it! That didn't last very long. Bianca Belair. Music playing, music hitting, but where is she? And Blair Davenport searching around for the EST, but look at the ring! Look at the ring! It's the EST, Bianca Belair! Getting Blair Davenport up! KOD! The kiss of death! Unbeknownst to the official, unbeknownst to Daphne LaShawn and Lash Legend, gonna steal a victory over Blair Davenport, who kicks out at 2.5, the fighting spirit. Showing the KOD can't keep her down, and it won't this Saturday, but Lash Legend following it up with the legendary bomb, putting away Blair Davenport for the 3 count. And your winner.
Here is your winner, Lash Legend.
The bougie bully getting it done over Blair Davenport thanks to an assist from Bianca Belair. Jakara Jackson may be under the weather, not here tonight, but Blair Davenport says the estate will get the job done no matter what. And not done at all. Blair Davenport all over, or Bianca Belair all over Blair Davenport, and Lash Legend throwing in a steel chair, looking to finish the job before this Saturday, but Chelsea Green taking Sophia Everett's words into account. Dominion sticking together. And that's exactly what Blair Davenport is going to need this Saturday if she's going to beat Bianca. I can't tell if the Dominion are on the same page or not, but if they want to win their respective matches this Saturday, they might need to get on the same page.
The following contest is a six-woman tag team match. On the way to the ring, Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley.
But you speak about three women that are on the same page. Gigi Dolan, Shotzi, and Tatum Paxley, Chemical X, have been on the same page exponentially in recent weeks, getting one over on the champion each and every week. But tonight they need the highest of chemistry if they're going to get the job done over the three toughest women in the business. Stephanie Vaquer, the future. Trish Stratus, Hall of Famer, and the Women's World Champion Sophia Everett here in the six women's tag team match here in our main event on Monday Night Raw in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
And their opponents, first, from San Fernando, Chile,
Stephanie Vaquer, in a championship match weeks ago, came ever so close to defeating Sophia Everett for the Women's World Championship in an open challenge, and gained the respect of the champion in both ways, actually, and helping out the champion here tonight against Chemical X. Sophia Everett calling upon a friend, and Stephanie Vaquer taking that helping hand. La Primera, former Women's NXT champion, showing up here on Monday Night Raw, newly signed after the Royal Rumble, making an impact and trying to make it big here against Chemical X here in this main event, helping out the Women's World Champion. But I'm sure after this, she will have her focus on championship aspirations, the Intercontinental Championship, the Women's World Championship, you name it. But now we have Trish Stratus, the Hall of Famer, helping out a friend indeed.
and from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Trish Stratus.
Helping out a friend indeed, in the Women's World Champion. Previously, these two women battled over the Women's World Championship nearly a year ago in WrestleMania 40, when Trish Stratus won the Royal Rumble that year and locked in her opponent. Had a choice between Tiffany Stratton and Sophia Everett at the time, and chose Sophia Everett. If we were to forget their battle, I mean, Trish Stratus bringing the helping hand of Mickie James and Lita to try to take that championship away from Sophia Everett, but the Dominion were as strong as ever at that time, helping out Sophia Everett, and inevitably Sophia Everett beating Trish Stratus in the main event of WrestleMania Night 1. And now here is Trish to help out Sophia after gaining respect at the time, on friendly terms since then, and now going into battle against Chemical X. And they couldn't have come at a better time for the Women's World Champion.
And from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the WWE Women's World Champion, Sophia Everett.
Trish Stratus, Stephanie Vaquer, and Sophia Everett. What a super team this is. Chemical X is going to have to lock in here tonight if they want to get momentum going into their championship gauntlet match over the Women's World Champion. Tatum Paxley holds a victory. Oh, well, actually, no, she doesn't. But Gigi Dolan does. Gigi Dolan has a pinfall victory over the champion. And obviously, we know the history between Gigi Dolan and Sophia Everett. Sophia Everett actually won her championship from Gigi Dolan, if you recall, at Survivor Series last year. Not the last Survivor Series, but the Survivor Series before that, last year's Survivor Series, when Sophia cashed in her Money in the Bank contract on a very beaten Gigi Dolan, who was victorious over Rhea Ripley that night. And the Dominion were victorious in War Games that night as well. as Shotzi has full control here over Stephanie Vaquer. And isolating, cutting the ring in half, showing off tag team prowess here. I mean, the Chemical X has a lot of chemistry amongst one another. I mean, the team of Sophia Everett, Trish Stratus, and Stephanie Vaquer have star power, of course, over Chemical X. But Chemical X has that chemistry from tagging with one another for so very long here on Monday Night Raw, especially Shotzi and Gigi, who've been together for quite a bit. And obviously Tatum Paxton being thrown into the mix here, and it just makes up, no pun intended, a great chemical compound amongst one another to form this ferocious unit as Stephanie Vaquer is fighting back into this matchup all over Gigi Dolan, knocking Shotzi off of the apron, by the way. And now just mocking her opponent, telling her to get up with some kicks to the gut, and now just raking her boot across the face of Dolan. Big, strong super kick. And now all over the legs of Gigi Dolan, taking out the leg, attacking the leg area of Dolan, locking in a leg submission here, and dropping an elbow down on that left leg, really targeting the knee here of Gigi. I mean, it'll be hard to walk around, you know what I'm saying? I mean, this, as much as of an advantage it would be for Chemical X to do some damage to Sophia Everett, the same can be said for the team of Sophia, Trish, and Stephanie. They could deal out a lot of punishment and brutality here to Chemical X and weaken them going into this championship match here on Saturday, and create an advantage for some type of advantage for the champion walking into basically a 3-on-1 as Trish Stratus and Stephanie Vaquer show off tag team maneuver there. 1, 2, kick out at a count of 2.5 there early on for Trish Stratus, and now Trish attacking that left leg as well of Gigi Dolan. And now with a little bit of spin here. Shout out to Cesaro, the swing, the Swiss Superman, King of Swing. A big swing there from Trish Stratus, now all over Gigi. They're cutting the ring in half. I mean, the experience on that side of the ring alone between Stephanie, Trish, and Sophia Everett, the championships spread out between the three of them is immaculate. I mean, like I said earlier in the matchup, Chemical X, as Trish Stratus goes for a cover here, definitely Sean not in position there to make the count, and that's why it was only a 1 count. But continuing on to that point, like I said earlier in the matchup, Chemical X may have the chemistry, but you have to give credits to the star power and the talent of this left side here of Stephanie Vaquer, of Trish Stratus, the Women's World Champion, Sophia Everett, as Gigi Dolan fights back into this matchup, hitting Trish with a jawbreaker. Now stiff forearms, following it up with the Inzaguri. Right back into the corner of Chemical X, tagging in Shotzi here. But you got to give credits to the talent and the star power that is on the left side of this ring. Sometimes talent is enough. You know what I mean? And it, I mean, that side of the ring, some of the hardest workers in the business as well. So it's all about what you prefer. Will you take the chemistry or will you take the talent? And that's what you gotta watch out for here in this matchup. As Shotzi hits a big drop kick, top rope style, following it up with a pinfall there. But Sophia Everett able to break it up at a count of 1. And Trish was looking for a tag there, maybe to Stephanie, but Shotzi right back on the attack, cutting the ring off in half. Great tag team wrestling showcased here from Chemical X. And Shotzi Irish whips Trish back in that corner, looking for a forearm smash, and now Trish following up with a forearm smash of her own. Big shoulder press, big clothesline to the back, taking out Tatum Paxley. Big forearm now there from Gigi, stalling the momentum of Trish Stratus. Another big forearm shot, and Trish Stratus eating him, knocking Gigi right off the apron, fighting back into this matchup after getting isolated in the corner time after time. Big body splash into the corner, up to the middle rope, and a big body splash from the middle of the rope, going for the cover, trying to roll over Shotzi. She does. 1, 2. Oh, only a 2 count there for Trish Stratus into a blockbuster in the seated position, and now running over and tagging in Stephanie Vaquer, running leg drop. Oh, this cover, this could be it. 1. Oh, only a 1 count. Referee Daphne Sean was in position for that one. But Shotzi, not enough damage done there. And Stephanie Vaquer with another cover I mean, hey, you know what I say. You know, having to kick out of a cover expels a lot of energy. Big super kick there from Shotzi, but I think she knocked her into position there for the hot tag from Gigi Dolan. Gigi, big German, stacks Stephanie. This could be it, 1. Oh, kick out at a count of 1 there from Vaquer. Or for Gigi, rather, on Vaquer. La Primera almost was taken out there, but big counter Irish whip into the corner. Big forearm, running Meteora in a seated position there. Knocking Shotzi off of the apron. Knocking Tatum Paxley off of the apron with a big drop kick. Stephanie Vaquer up to the top, looking for a big body split. God, that was stiff. 1. Oh, count of 1. Little slow on the count there from Daphne LaShawn. Big momentum gainer there for Vaquer. And now, shots or Gigi in the corner. Big forearm smash there from Stephanie Vaquer. And now just raking her boot across the face of Gigi Dolan as Tatum Paxley tries to fire Gigi Dolan back into this matchup. Hell's Gate! Hell's Gate! Locked in on Gigi. This could be it. But Shotzi breaking it up. And now just attacking Stephanie Vaquer. But Trish Stratus in the ring. Luthez all over Shotzi like White on Rice Bubba. Like White on Rice in a crossface. Locked in on Stephanie Vaquer. Trish Stratus expels Shotzi from the ring. Big drop kick there from Tatum Paxley onto Vaquer, getting out of the ring. I don't know what the hell Trish Stratus is doing, but she called for Shotzi to get up in a Hurricane Rana to the outside. Vaquer makes the hot tag to Sophia Everett, who fires out of the corner like she was shot out of a cannon. Big drop kick to Tatum Paxley, getting Gigi Dolan up to her feet. Big forearm, countered the forearm there from Gigi. Handful of hair from Gigi Dolan on Sophia Everett, but fighting out of it is Sophia. Big elbows to the midsection. Irish whip into the corner. Irish whip. Counter there from Gigi. But Sophia Everett, big backflip out of the corner. Firing up. A big forearm smash to Gigi. Kalisto kick to Gigi Dolan. Big clothesline in the corner and a ferocious forearm smash. Gigi Dolan in position. Oh, but as Sophia gets up at the top, Gigi Dolan getting up to her feet. Big roll through from Sophia. Big kicks from Gigi. Onto Sophia. Big kick to the chest. And now Gigi maybe calling for the end. Maybe calling for the GG driver. Calling for Sophia to get up to her feet. But no, Sophia fighting out of it yet again. Big elbows to the midsection. Irish whip into the corner yet again. Tatum Paxley, miscommunication in Vaquer, taking out Tatum Paxley. Big stomps as it's breaking down out here in our main event as Sophia Everett and Gigi Dolan find themselves alone in the ring. Sophia calling for Gigi to get up on her shoulders. GTS. Referee on the count. 1, 2. Sophia Everett victorious here in our main event on the way to St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Here are your winners, Trish Stratus, Stephanie Vaquer, and Sophia Everett.
Victorious here in the main event. But this Saturday, she'll find herself standing alone against Chemical X as she defends her Women's World Championship in a gauntlet match.